I know I've kept you waiting.
Yeah.
You're the last one to see it, but I wanted to film a reaction.
All right.
You ready to see the new truck?
Yes. I'm excited. I've been waiting. Too long.
It's been a long time. You ready for this?
No way. Dude. Where the f did you find it?
So as most of you know by now, I have bought a new truck, but most of you don't know what I bought. So that's what this video is going to talk about, is the vehicle that I ended up buying. But first I want to talk about the vehicle that I ended up selling. That would be my 22 Subaru Crosstrek, which I'm a little sad getting rid of because I really did like the car and I really didn't have any intention on selling the vehicle, but I really couldn't pass up what was in front of me for the new truck. Now that Subaru Crosstrek, we'll talk about it for a second here. I really enjoyed building it. It's my second lifted Crosstrek, but my first one that I've actually built not just for aesthetics, but to actually use. I used to have a 2013 Subaru Crosstrek. That's actually what I had when I started here at Ultimate Truck. And so it was kind of nice to go back to the simplicity of what I started with. It had the lift kit on it, it had the wheels and tires, it had Methods, which I have a soft spot for Method race wheels. I don't know why, but I love them. And it had the skid plates underneath it. I had the overland tent, I had the full rack system on it, the cargo boxes and everything. It just was a fun, simple build that I could daily everywhere. It was nice having a car for a while, but I'm really glad I'm back in a truck. I got to use the car, which was exciting. You guys unfortunately didn't get to see it, but I did take it up to Wisconsin, Michigan, Upper Peninsula area with a group of Subaru enthusiasts last fall on the Flatfest Overland Adventure. That was super exciting. It was honestly one of the coolest experiences I've ever been on. Just really cool. I'll show some of the videos and maybe photos here real quick. Like I said, the Subaru is going to be missed. It was a great build. It was fun. But I'm going to be honest, I missed this one more. So yes, you are seeing that correct. That is my 2018 F-150 that I owned a year and a half ago. I wasn't finished with this one. I unfortunately had to sell it in a circumstance that it was necessary. I ended up buying this thing back 2 weeks ago, and it's kind of a really unexpected thing. I had no intention of buying a truck anytime soon, and I had no intention of selling the Subaru. Sunday night, I was sitting on my phone just scrolling through Facebook, and all of a sudden I see a photo of my old truck and it's for sale. But I couldn't believe it, and I was like, man, if I ever had an opportunity to buy that truck back, I really wanted to do it. And it worked out. I didn't think it was going to work out, but it worked out, and I could not be more excited to have my truck back. Now, obviously, someone else owning the vehicle, there was some downsides to it. It has 30,000 more miles than when I sold it a year and a half ago, which is kind of a lot of driving in a year and a half, but it is what it is. It's still in good condition. It still has all the same accessories, but there are some things that I need to take care of sooner than later on this. So for those of you who don't really know anything about the truck, let's quickly go over what is done to this 18 F-150. So it's a 2018 Ford F-150 STX. So the STX is kind of like a base model truck, but it's not 100% base. It still has some of the amenities that I really wanted in there, like the full center console rather than a bench seat. It's still got the digital dash in it, still got the backup camera. I started out with a Rough Country 6-inch kit on this. It does have the Vertex coilovers and Fox shocks in the rear. That's just a combo that I wanted to have on here, and it actually works out really well. For tires and wheels, I went with a set of fuel coverts in the 18x9 in the red finish, and as you can see, that red finish, it was part of their first line of that candy red, and they just didn't last. They faded out pretty bad. For tires, it was the Toyo Open Country MTs. I've ran those on almost every single truck that I've owned. They're 37 1350s, and they are D load range. That D load range makes a world of a difference for the ride quality of this truck, which is a big reason why I love this truck so much. Now, on top of that, I obviously had to add a few other things aesthetically. So I did the ICI Illuminite bumper. That is something that Matt and I bought before we even had our trucks ready to go. And then for the other parts of the front end, I decided to go with some Alpha X Midnight Nova series. For the grill, I wanted some accent lighting. I honestly hate every other grill on the market for an 18 F-150. The RTR grill is the only one. I did end up going with a set of NFAB Predator Pro steps. Those Predator Pro steps, nice and simple. Once again, aluminum. That's a big thing for me. It's a whole aluminum truck. It ain't gonna rust. I wanted to make sure the stuff that I put on is always gonna look good. The other thing I did on here is I added a set of Firestone airbags with an airlift compressor. That is a wireless compressor, so it's really simple to use. I've already changed the tail lights, mainly because when I had this last, the tail lights were all blacked out and they were just like tinted. But whoever had it must have retinted them because the lights were extremely dark. Like, you could not see the brake lights in the middle of the day. There's a few other things that I'm probably gonna end up doing to the truck, but I haven't done yet, and that's just gonna happen at a later date. I'm super happy about it, and you guys are gonna be seeing a lot more of it as we kind of refresh this thing, as it needs new wheels, new tires, new steps, and obviously we can't forget a wrap. That's really cool. I got something in the works already. Really excited to show you guys that. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe, and we'll catch you guys on the next video.